Scoring has really been a difference for the Lightning, and this is combined with the big names that you expect to get the points. Nikita Kucherov with all the assists leads the playoffs in points, but it's those secondary lines that have really gotten the job done so far, and it might be the difference if the Lightning advance through this series.
Yeah, we always talk about our top two lines with, Kucherov, Point, Platt, Stamkos, Cirelli, and Killorn, but you're going to have to, as you go deeper in the playoffs, depth is a factor. And you know what, we have to have secondary scoring. I'm expecting big things from our third line, which to me won a Stanley Cup for us last year. Gord, Coleman, and Gaudreau were outstanding, but I think our fourth line this year is even better. We got Tyler Johnson, Maroon, and Ross Colton. To me, they were amazing against Carolina. So I think for us, our third and fourth lines are an X factor, Dan. We expect a lot of big things from them if we want to win this series.
All right, Brian, the trade deadline. The Lightning pick up a really good defenseman, David Savard, a veteran presence that has made a difference as he's gotten more comfortable in the system. In the postseason, we finally started to see it. On the other side, the Islanders pick up a player from the New Jersey Devils, and they have just gone lights out ever since.
Yeah, you know what? Talk about Savard. He's a big, physical defenseman, 6'2", 235. He doesn't score a lot of goals, but you know what? He's very hard to play against. He's physical, uses his body. He's one of those guys you don't like to play against night in, night out. And you know what? The New York Islanders, Kyle Palmieri, played for the New Jersey Devils. He didn't have a great acquisition when he first came over, but he scored 7 goals in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, and to me, he's been the best trade at the trade deadline for the New York Islanders.
All right, Brian, before we wrap up here, I want to get your prediction on this game tonight. This afternoon, the Lightning, remember, in the first 2 rounds, were on the road, came home, did not win either one of their first games at home. They started home here. I think that's out the window in this series. What do you think's going to happen?
Well, you know what? I'm expecting Vazzy to be Vazzy. He's the best goal in the NHL, and that's the big factor for the Lightning. I say we win tonight's game 4-2, and the Lightning win the series 4-2. We take it.
There you go. We call him Bradley Bucks around here. He doesn't just pick the series, he picks the scores. He says 4-2, Lightning in game 1. JB and Karen, we look forward to hearing you guys the rest of the way, but good series we got on tap here. The Lightning and the Islanders. Warm-ups just a few seconds away, guys. Let's send it back to you.
Our own Dan Lucas and our own Brian Bradley. I like Brian's prediction of 4-2. Thanks, guys, from inside Amalie Arena to back here outside Amalie Arena with our own Karen Loftus there on the right side of your screen. Everybody, you're getting really excited here. We want to remind you that you can use hashtag GoBolts, and we'll throw your comment up here on screen. So if you're just joining us here, folks, we'll be looking for those hashtags. We have one that just came in from Livia Livingston, hashtag AJB, hashtag GoBolts. Can't make the game in person, but I am flying my flags on my car. Let's get to our own Justin Schecker. He's standing by outside Amalie Arena. Hey there, Justin. Who do you have?
Hey there, JB. Yeah, we're here in Thunder Alley. It was actually a light passing shower to try to cool down here. Gotta love playoff hockey in Tampa in June. Joined here by a big-time Bolts fan, Brandon, here from Tampa. Just what's it like to be back inside the arena, have all this excitement for this playoff run?
Oh, it's amazing. It is. It's fantastic to finally have sports back. It's great to see 15,000 Bolts fans coming out, and hopefully only about 10 Islanders, so we should be good there.
I've seen a few Islanders fans out here, JB. Now, heading into this series, I know it's a rematch of last year. Obviously took care of business in the bubble in Canada. Who needs to step up for the Bolts to move on to the Stanley Cup final?
Well, obviously I've got my Stamkos jersey on, but I would actually like to say that it's going to be Hedman in this series. I think Hedman runs this series.
And obviously Vazzy in the pipes. Just how would you describe his play, the shutouts, the saves, just how you feel having Vazzy between the pipes?
Ridiculous. I mean, literally the best goalie in hockey right now.
Well, enjoy the game, sir. Thank you so much. Go Bolts.
Appreciate it. Hey, go Bolts.
So, JB, it's a party atmosphere. They had the band playing earlier on the live stage. We got fans sitting down behind me to watch on the big screen here in Thunder Alley. But just it's so much excitement in and around this arena compared to last year after the crazy 2020 season where it was Be the Distant Thunder. This year, Bolts fans are out here having a party on Thunder Alley. They'll be packed inside, about 15,000 fans today, JB. So we're just so excited to have the game today on News Channel 8. And we are, again, less than 30 minutes away from the puck drop. Back to you, JB.
Justin Checker with a great assignment. He gets to hang out with fans over there in Thunder Alley. Justin, we'll check back in with you here in a little bit because we want to hear from some more fans out there at Thunder Alley. And again, if you're just joining us here, folks, you can use hashtag #GoBolts for your comment to be featured here on screen. These are just some of the crazy fans that we had here earlier. Karen, they're pumped.
They are. It's so nice to see everybody out and about and just the fan capacity getting higher today. I saw even just earlier in the day, just everybody out in the streets downtown with their Lightning gear on, and, you know, just to be able to do it through, you know, a more normal circumstance this year and to have their team in town and the ability to see these playoff games in person is just really neat this year.
And there's so much to do in downtown Tampa that I think that the atmosphere, again, I'm going to make this pun all series long and all Stanley Cup playoff long, but it's an electric atmosphere out there outside Amalie Arena, and fans, of course, just now you can see here. We'll go here full screen here, folks. You can see that they are now filing in there, climbing the steps, but a lot of them are going to be watching from another great seat, and that being right there in Thunder Alley. That's kind of a unique thing to downtown Tampa as far as being able to cheer on the Lightning from right outside where they're going to be playing this afternoon, Karen.
Yeah, it's such a cool thing, and I don't know if I've seen that anywhere else, but it's just really neat because they have, like, on the screens, they have a couple, like, huge screens, the one on the side, whole side of the parking garage, and then sound up, so it's like you're at the game adjacent, so you get the whole benefits of being in the atmosphere right there with everybody else. So neat. Everybody getting their brunch, getting out there and getting some hockey. Good Sunday.
It's going to be a lot of fun to just kind of watch all the cell phone videos come out on Facebook and Twitter. We saw it last year, of course, during the Stanley Cup final when we had fans just kind of going crazy. It was crazy at the time, of course, during the pandemic, but it was a crazy, raucous atmosphere outside Amalie Arena. Here we have some kids hanging out in their chairs. Those chairs good for the beach, and they're good for Thunder Alley here in the Tampa Bay area. Want to remind you folks, I see that we have some hashtag #GoBolts comments coming in now. We'll throw your comments up here on screen, but we also have Karen, our poll here, asking folks who will win the Stanley Cup semifinal series. And yeah, as you would expect, a lot of people voting for the Bolts.
Of course.
What do you think of that so far?
I think that's fairly accurate. I think it's going to be Bolts in 5, to be honest. So I'm actually with the majority there. Bolt, look at those. And so I didn't realize that was 4 or 5. So a lot of people maybe thinking a sweep here.
I like that. I like that. On to either Montreal or on to Vegas.
Yeah.
Wow, that's going to be that could be quite the final. Of course, we're getting a little bit confident here, talking, of course, about the Stanley Cup final. We have a very, very difficult task ahead of us. A New York Islander team that remembers what happened to them, in the bubble last year when they were eliminated by the eventual Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning. If you're a member of the Islanders, you've got revenge on your mind, right, Karen?
Oh, for sure. But I mean, the thing with this matchup and anybody going up against the Lightning in these playoffs is even if you're familiar with them, which the New York Islanders have not faced the Lightning this season. The last time they faced each other was in the Eastern Conference semifinals last year. So there's a familiarity from that aspect. And they might be familiar with the Lightning, and that might be some sort of advantage for either team. But with the Lightning, they're just so good. So I don't even know if that's an advantage if you know a team and you just can't stop them. I mean, when you talk about Andrei Vasilevsky, first and foremost, if he's just stopping everything and he has all the guys in front of him blocking shots like they have been, I mean, even if you know what to expect, it doesn't mean that that's going to, translate into wins necessarily.
The not so secret ingredient to winning the Stanley Cup is having an outstanding or red hot goalie in net.
Absolutely.
And Vasilevsky has not just proven that he can get on a hot streak, but he's proven that he can get on a hot streak for a very long time. I mean, we're talking for weeks and weeks, months and months on end, and it'll be fun to watch him get ready for the Islanders. And again, trying to do what we did last year and defeating the New York Islanders to reach the Stanley Cup final. Let's check in with a couple other comments coming in here. How about Carol Alford here, hashtag #GoBolts. And again, if you use hashtag #GoBolts, we can throw that up there on screen. I'm a Jersey girl, but I am a Bolts fan. Go Bolts. Karen, a lot of folks that move down here to this area from the Northeast, it's really hard, just like kind of like with the Bucks, right? It's really hard to not buy in to the local teams here, especially when they're as good as the Lightning and the Buccaneers have been here in, as we call it, Tampa Bay.
I feel like that speaks to just how this is such a hockey city. And when you're getting somebody from the Northeast saying that they're down here as a transplant, I'm assuming Carol is down here now as a Bolts fan, to sort of be a fan of a team in Florida when you grow up in hockey country up there. So we're recruiting all of them down here, right?
We are, and I've known folks who have come down here to the area, and it's very, very quick when they realize how great this organization is, how fun Amalie Arena is, how great of a hockey venue it is, because people, of course, there's always that stigma. We're here in sunny Florida where it's usually 80 degrees plus for a majority of the year. How can there be a great hockey atmosphere? Well, just go inside, try one game inside Amalie Arena, and you get a quick idea as to what Lightning hockey is all about. How about Lauren Gengel here? Hashtag Go Bolts. We'll bring down the Lightning for Laura. Let's go Tampa, ready for Stanley Cup win 2 years in a row. Lauren's got her sights set here on the next series, Karen. I think there are a lot of folks that are can't overlook the Islanders though.
No.
Can't.
But for us, I feel like that's fair. We can jump ahead a little bit, right?
Well, when you have
Back to back, can we put that out there already or no?
I don't know.
In the semifinals?
Don't want to, they don't want to hear it in New York. They don't want to hear it in Nassau County, New York, folks, where Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum is. I have been to Nassau Coliseum. I was actually at Nassau Coliseum the night of the draft, the NHL draft when Tavares went 1 and Hedman went 2. I was inside Nassau Coliseum that night for the party where I was working at the time. And little did the Lightning know that they were getting perhaps the best defenseman in the league right now in Victor Hedman, who of course is going to be a key ingredient if the Lightning are going to beat the Islanders and advance to the Stanley Cup final. Let's see if we can check back in with 8 on your sides, Justin Schecker. He's roaming around there a little bit. I know that there's been some showers a little bit out there as well, a passing shower or two there. And I think, we do have Justin standing by with the latest fans. Hey there, Justin, who'd you find?
Hey, guys, introduce yourselves to our viewers here at WFLA now. What's your name?
My name's Asha.
And your name?
I'm Peter.
And you're from Valrico, right?
Yeah, we are.
So, JB, these awesome fans were telling me last year they were here in Thunder Alley throughout the Stanley Cup run, watching their Bolts from afar. What's it like to be back here in Thunder Alley for Game 1 of the semifinals?
It's more than exciting. We're just so thrilled that we're able to come here, and we're going to do this again with the Bolts.
How you feeling about the series against the Isles?
Oh, the Islanders scare me, but you know what? We got the best offense right now, so they're going to have to stop that, and that's going to be real hard for them to do.
Who are you looking forward to stepping up for the Bolts during this series?
Cooch. I have my jersey. I'm not wearing it right now. It's too hot, but Cooch.
Hey, JB, I got to say, I could never wear one of these hockey jerseys in this heat and humidity, so give it up to this guy here. Who are you looking forward to stepping up in the semifinals?
Well, it's got to be my guy right here, Yanni Gord. I mean, he's been doing great, but somebody's always got to give that little extra in the series, and it's going to be Yanni this time.
Bolts in how many games?
What do you mean?
series?
5.
6.
6. Thank you so much for joining us here on WFLA Now. Can we get a Go Bolts? 3, 2, 1.
Go Bolts!
So JB, the excitement is growing here again. So many diehard fans were here in Thunder Alley last late summer into September watching the Bolts win, and now again 15,000 fans or so heading into the arena for this Game 1. Again, we're so excited to be part of the pregame coverage here. So send it back to you guys.
I love the Yanni Gord shout out there. Of course, we're going to hear a lot of Cooch tonight, but Yanni Gord, a fun shout out. Justin, who you like while we got you?
I'm looking forward to Pat Maroon stepping up this series, one of the third, fourth line guys.
Big rig.
This team is so deep. We know Maroon has won the Cup 2 years ago with St. Louis. So with the Bolts, he's trying to win 3 in a row. So you got to have some of these unsung heroes step up. So look for Pat Maroon come up with a big goal or two in this series.
You know, if Pat Maroon does something tonight, I think we're going to have Justin on our post-game show. Yeah, friendly reminder, we're going to be here live after the game, win or lose, with Lightning coverage. It's going to be a lot of fun throughout the series to be here live with you on WFLA Now. I think that we're going to be live for most of these home games. We're going to be, of course, going with the flow here. Justin Checker, I think Justin Checker is going to find one or two more fans if he can before we get underway. Everybody, again, 3 o'clock is the time of puck drop, or I think at least our coverage on WFLA News Channel 8, your NBC station here in Tampa Bay. Check out this video. Yeah, there are some fans wearing that blue, orange, and white here in the Tampa Bay area, Karen, and as you would expect, Islanders fans represented here for this series at Amalie.
Yeah, welcome, you know? All the fans, it just adds to the atmosphere. The guys have been saying this whole time, they've just loved having more fans in the building, whether that's for them, against them. It's like the energy just adds to the momentum and the intensity, and it's starting to feel like normal playoff hockey. So all the fans, bring them on. It's fun.
And speaking of the fans, the pace is quickening here up these stairs. Everybody's catch
Oh yeah,
this?
you got to get there for that intro. Their intro is so cool.
It's incredible. And so about 10 or so minutes ago, folks were, taking their time up the stairs, and now we're seeing
They're hustling
up the
I
stairs.
see a bunch of Hedman jerseys. I like that.
Yeah, Hedman is a cool jersey to wear around town. And yeah, it's warm out there, as Justin noted, and gave props to the fan there who said Bolts in 6. It's warm there, but Hey, Bolts fans, they know the drill. It's going to be hot outside, a little bit chilly near the ice inside, especially right up there on the glass. So a lot of jerseys being represented there. Even an all-black Stamkos jersey there.
I see
on
that.
the left. Fans, of course, and of course the folks that are here sitting in Thunder Alley. Not too many jerseys there. They've got their shorts on and T-shirts on because it's gonna be warm during the game out there. Of course, in Thunder Alley. Back out here, folks, in our stream center. Karen Loftus there with WFLA Sports. JB Buno here with you live on WFLA Now, our official pregame coverage. And yeah, Karen and myself, I think we're live together after the game, or or are you on air? You're on air.
I am on air, yes.
You're on air.
We'll be holding it down in the studio. So we have multiple platforms that you can watch post-game coverage.
Absolutely. Look for Karen, folks, on our, of course, right after the game is over on WFLA News Channel 8. Let's get to some other commenters that we've had coming in here. We can rain down the lightning for Sandy Lord Green. Hashtag Go Bolts, of course, with the bolt emoji. Now that's a small little thing that we can point out. We have a great emoji.
We do. And what's funny is that I was just thinking, I was like, I don't think I've ever, maybe for like a random thunderstorm, I don't even think I've ever used a lightning bolt emoji before I moved here.
Yeah.
But now it's like constantly in my frequently used emojis.
Frequently used emojis. It's right there with the laughing face.
And it's got to be 3. I'm like a 3 lightning bolter.
Yeah. And so Sandy and Karen, there you go. The 3 lightning bolts. I love it. And you know what? How about this one? Anne Marie.
Anne too. Anne got the memo.
Yep, 3 lightning bolts. I guess, is that a thing? Are you liking the cool?
It's a thing. I'm a 3 emojier. I don't know why.
Yep.
It's just like adds to the enthusiasm.
Let's see how many more 3 Thunderbolt emojis we can get here with the hashtag Go Bolts here in the Facebook Live comments section. Let's go to Trevor Crawford here. We'll rain down the lightning for Trevor. Thanks a lot for your comment. Again, use hashtag GoBolts, hashtag Hey Karen, or hashtag Hey JB. We can throw your comment up here on screen. Hashtag GoBolts. Can't wait for this game. Also can't wait for Wednesday's game. I'm going there with a couple of heart-eyed emojis. I'm predicting a sweep for the Lightning.
Right.
Lightning in 4, Karen? What do you think?
I feel like diehard fans, yes, go for it. All in, sweep, why not? The team has been playing out of their minds. I think it's definitely possible. I don't think that's like one of those things that I think is a complete stretch.
Could happen. Hey.
Yeah, seriously.
Vasilevsky stays hot. Anything is possible. How about this comment here? Chuck Osborne, hashtag AJ, let's go Bolts, all the way from Colorado.
Hello.
Hello to you. And yeah, Chuck, the Avalanche had Stanley Cup aspirations, but we won't be seeing the Avalanche in the Stanley Cup final, if of course it goes the Lightning's way, Karen. It's we got in the other matchup, we got the Canadiens. Do you say Canadians or Canadiens?
It's Canadiens.
Yeah, Canadiens, right? You got to say it right.
Yep.
And we have the Vegas Golden Knights, which didn't get the memo that being an expansion team takes about 5 to 10 years before you're half decent. They're still phenomenal, and it could be a really fun series for Bolts fans. The diehard Bolts fans are hoping. I think that they're hoping that it becomes a Lightning and Golden Knights final, because if you're hitting the road and you're traveling for those away games,
Very good point. Yeah, good
going to Las
destination,
Vegas.
right?
Yeah, it would be fun in Las
We
Vegas.
are a good destination too, so they should be hoping that they get us, right?
I like where your head's at. And we're getting a lot of 3 Lightning Bolt comments now here.
Yeah, they know what's up.
They do. Let's get to, how about this one here from Sandra Bell is watching. Lightning, 3 Thunderbolts there. Hello there to you, Sandra. Really appreciate it. And how about Dina Stevens Moya here? We can bring down the Lightning for her comment. Let's get it on. 3 Lightning Bolts, hashtag go Bolts. Let's see if we can check in one last time. I hope that we still have, Justin Checker is probably just itching to sneak into the arena in some way. If I was out there with Justin, I know that we would be up to some shenanigans and trying to sneak our way in there and make friends with some of the Lightning staff and see if we could find our way inside Amalie, because it's going to be awesome in there. And really, you noted it too, Karen, the pregame festivities there are awesome. But we have Justin here standing by with some fans. Let's go over to Justin.
Hey there, JB. We are joined here by Dawn from Hudson, correct?
Yes.
Love the blue lipstick, by the way.
Oh,
Is that a
thank
good
you.
luck charm for the Bolts?
It has been, yes.
Hey, where will you be watching the game today?
I'll be watching at the watch party in Cigar City Brewing right here on Thunder Alley.
Describe for me this game atmosphere. We know last year Bolts are playing the bubble. What's it like to see this much excitement in and around the arena before this playoff game?
I love it. We were here last week for the watch party and we had to come back, so it was so much fun. It was so exciting.
We had a little bit of drizzle before the game. There'll be some lightning later to celebrate the win afterwards?
Yes. Yes.
Who are you looking forward to stepping up for the Lightning to get past the aisles?
The whole team. The whole team.
Who's your favorite?
My favorite is Tyler Johnson, Andre Palat.
And can I get a prediction? In how many games will the Bolts win this series?
6.
6. Okay, that seems to be a good prediction. Dawn, go get your seat, have a cold one inside, and go Bolts. Go Bolts. Thank you. So again, some folks getting seats in the air condition over here at Cigar City, JB. We got plenty of fans out here in Thunder Alley. Like I've been saying all pregame, about 15,000 fans rocking inside Amalie. And I saw this game, they're going to be doing the white rally towels, so it should be an awesome electric atmosphere for Game 1, Stanley Cup semifinals between your defending champion Lightning and the New York Islanders. JB, send it back to you.
Justin, we'll have you do a little bit of sports work here for us. Your best Dan Lucas and Karen Loftus impersonation here, and give us your keys to the series, man. You're out there, you're talking to fans. What do you think the Lightning need to do to win this one in short order?
We know the Islanders are one of the most physical teams in the NHL. We know the Lightning are scoring over 40% of their power play, so that's what I'm looking forward to, JB. Can the Bolts get enough opportunities on the power play to capitalize with that top line with Stamkos, Kucherov? So again, I think the big guns will show up. Kucherov, Stamkos, Hedman. I mentioned Pat Maroon in the last live shot here, but again, some of those unsung heroes, whether Blake Coleman, Pat Maroon, those third and fourth line guys, they'll step up with some timely goals. The Bolts will get enough power play chances to capitalize, jump out to the lead once they have that. Vazzy in the pipes, there's no one better, the Vezina finalists. So again, I like our fan Don's prediction. I got the Bolts winning in 6, and I'm looking forward to a lot of power play goals, and the third and fourth line guys stepping up with some timely goals as well, as hopefully the Lightning will move on to defend the Cup in the final.
What do you think, Karen? I think Dan, Karen, and Justin has a nice ring to it as far as a sports team.
He touched on some good stuff. Justin's on it. He knows his stuff.
And a big shout out to our own Gabrielle Shirley, who I know is watching somewhere. Gabby, of course, been with us a lot on WFLA Now as well, and is fantastic as far as getting the fans engaged and excited. Justin, go have fun during the game. Let's take you here to a tower camera shot from outside Amalie Arena. This is actually from our broadcast tower cam here, pointing to Amalie Arena. So it's quiet here on this shot, but I'll tell you, inside that arena right now, it's craziness, Karen. Everyone's going to be hooting and hollering more than I think in your average year, because we're coming off of last year when fans couldn't cheer on the Bolts at this stage in the Stanley Cup playoff.
Well, it's also the start of the first series of this postseason on their home ice. The last 2 series, they started it away. So the extra energy around starting the semifinals on your home ice, first 2 games, I mean, you know that they're excited. I mean, the Bolts have won their first 2 games of the past 2 series, and that was away. So you hope that they can follow suit and start this series with 2 wins as well.
We got 60 seconds before it starts on WFLA News Channel 8. Folks, you should, of course, be on WFLA News Channel 8 right now, getting ready for your pregame coverage, of course, and then puck drop. It's going to be soon after the top of the hour here. So, Karen, before we let you go, I know you got a busy evening ahead of you. Your predictions for this series and what to watch for tonight.
All right, so I think it's going to go 5 games. And I was writing down my score prediction as Brian Bradley was saying it. I was like 4-2, and Brian Bradley says 4-2. So I am in step with Brian Bradley, thinking the Lightning are going to win Game 1, 4-2. Kucherov, I think he's going to have several more points in this game. He's had a point in 9 of the 11 postseason games, and he leads the team with 18 points this postseason. He's going to do his thing. Braden Point also. And also on that Pat Maroon line, I think Ross Colton, he has been a star in the biggest moments, and I think he's gonna notch a point tonight, whether it's an assist or a goal.
Looking forward to, of course, hockey action inside Amalie Arena, the Stanley Cup semifinal. Who will be winning Game 1? Coverage starts now on WFLA News Channel 8. Hopefully you're tuned in already. I'm JB Buno alongside 8 on your sides. Karen Loftus here with you on the right side of your screen. And again, folks, we'll be here with you live, win or loss after the game. And as a reminder, all of your Tampa Bay playoff coverage is on WFLA.com and the WFLA app. We'll see you after the game.